All right, I got another request to go over flying fingers. I've done a couple videos for it, but my own fault, I've been pretty broad with how to kind of cure flying fingers by just, first of all, obviously slow down and try to keep your fingers from coming across the neck. That's a pretty common sense way of saying it, but to deep dive it a little more, I can go into 4 other ways of doing that. So the first one, again, with keeping our fingers off. Also, flying fingers are when they jump off and you look like, what the hell you're doing? Like, anyone that doesn't play will think you're really struggling to play, and not even struggling, that you might even be super talented and you're just really fucking getting in there. But anyone that plays knows it's just ridiculous. That's for people that know how to play. Most people that are beginners have flying fingers because they just don't know better. I won't name names, but just next time you're watching any YouTube videos, watch people that know what they're doing and you'll see their hands flying like crazy just to kind of get that little style points or demerits, depending on which way you look at it. So, keeping constant contact with the string. That's the first way of solving and curing flying fingers. Obviously, your fingers are going to have to come off. But if you can keep all your fingers hovering on the strings above it, not pushed down, but when they're not being played, keeping them always touching one of the strings, it'll help. And by saying keeping it always touching the string, I mean always be intentional about where your fingers are positioned. The more you notice, the less likely you are to be. And that leads to another problem. That won't mean anything if you're striking with your fretting hand. I see it as a core problem in a lot of people that just start out, and I see it even more when it doesn't get corrected. By that I mean you're not playing the note with your fretting hand. You're playing it with your plucking hand. So pushing down to make sure you get the note right, we gotta stop that before it becomes a real big problem. Like, it would be same with a major scale. You're playing it with this is the lead. That's the next part of it. Your right hand leads the show. Your left, and this is if you're right-handed, your fretting hand will play the song, it'll play the bass line, it'll do all that stuff. Your plucking hand, or in this case my right hand, is the one that is all the feeling. It has to do with the timing, it has to do with how light, how hard I'm playing, all of that. So this one is the horse, this one's the carriage, however you want to make the analogy. And if you put this one first, flying fingers are inevitable because it's kind of like the lead point when it shouldn't be. I made notes, so let's see what else I have on here. Oh, barring your finger. That's another one. I keep using this Bach thing, the prelude and fugue in C minor. But a big part of that, one of the measures or the pieces of it is, so it's going octave from C. On the E string, it's 8 and 10. And then it comes down to 8 on the D string. So that motion, your finger's already flying. To stop that, you just bar it straight across, meaning you put your finger flat, which goes against a lot of stuff I've been saying. But when we're getting into speed playing and all that stuff, where flying fingers will come out, especially during speed playing, you're gonna bar it. Your hand is down, because I can't really speak and play on time at the same time. But that, as opposed to that, two totally different kind of ways of playing. And my pinky will, in that sense, it'll have to come off. There's no way around it. So don't obsess about, oh, my fingers need to be perfectly... Like, if I had to keep my pinky there, there's no way. It has to come off. The whole thing is you just don't want to be... all that stuff. It's hard for me to even play it that way because I've just conditioned myself to get away from it, which is exactly where you would want to be as well. The only way to do it is to be intentional with your playing. Go through this video again if you need to, write them down, whatever may be, And yeah, any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section. Like and subscribe to get anything out of these videos, because it helps people that don't even know this channel exists find it. And yeah, happy shredding.